This meeting of the Honourable Senate for February 10, 2022 is called to order. Statements by ministers. Announcements.
Laid on the table of the Senate today are the following: Ministry Papers number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 respectively, entitled Cabinet Agenda Issues and dated October 19, October 25, October 19, 2021, October 25, 2021, November 8, 2021, November 15, 2021, November 22, 2021, November 29, 2021, December 6, 2021, and December 13, 2021, respectively. Ministry Paper number 12 of 2022, entitled Annual Report of the National Health Fund for the financial year 2020-2021 and its annual report. Ministry Paper number 13 of 2022, entitled the National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy, and its White Paper number 1 of 2022, entitled the National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy. Ministry Papers number 14, 15, and 16, respectively, of 2021, entitled The Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security, and Community Development Measures, the Norwood Community Zone Social Intervention, dated February 8, 2022, and the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security, and Community Development Measures, the Greenwich Town Community Zone Social Intervention, dated February 8, 2022, and the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security, and Community Development Measures, the Denham Town Community Zones Social Intervention, dated February 8, 2022, respectively, and their respective orders and resolutions under the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security, and Community Development Measures Act 2017. Annual Report of the Ocherius Commercial Center Limited. Annual Report on Audited Financial Statement of the Heart Employment and Resource Training National Service Training Service Agency, Heart NSTA Trust, for the financial year 2020-2021. The Radio and Telegraph Control Citizen Band Radio Service Amendment Regulations 2022. The Radio and Telegraph Control Amateur Radio Service Amendment Regulation 2022, the Radio and Telegraph Control Radio Operations and Technicians Amendment Regulations 2022, the Radio and Telegraph Control Maritime Mobile Radio Service Amendment Regulations 2022, and the Radio and Telegraph Control Private Radio Service Amendment Regulations 2022, respectively, under the Radio and Telegraph Control Act. Annual Report on Audited Financial Statement of the Registrar General's Department for the financial year 2019-2020. Tax Expenditure Statement 2018 to 2020. The 2022 to 2023 Public Sector Consolidated Estimates of Expenditure for the financial year ending the 31st March 2023, the Government of Jamaica Fiscal Policy Paper for the financial year 2022-2023, the Government of Jamaica Medium-Term Debt Management Strategy for the financial year 2022-2023 to the financial year 2025-2026. The Jamaica Estimates of Expenditure for the financial year ending March 31, 2023. The Jamaica Public Bodies Estimates of Revenue and Expenditure for the year ending March 2023. The Revenue of Expenditures. The Revenue Estimates 2022-2023 for the financial year ending the 31st of March 2023. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bills brought from the Honourable House of Representatives. Petitions. Papers. Reports from committees. Notices of motions given orally.
Mr. President, I beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the Senate, I will move, be it resolved that this Honourable Senate appoint a select committee comprising the following members: the Honourable Senator Matthew Samuda, Senator Charles Sinclair, Senator Shireen Golding Campbell, Senator Peter Bunting, and Senator Donna Scott Motley, to sit jointly with a similar committee appointed by the House of Representatives to consider and report on a bill shortly entitled the Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act 2022. And Mr. President, I further beg to give notice that at a later stage today, I will move for suspension of the standing orders to allow me to take the motion notice of which I have just given. Mr. President, I also beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the Senate, I will move, be it resolved that this Honourable Senate appoint a select committee comprising the following members: Senator Ransford Braham, Senator Cavan Gale, Senator Natalie Campbell Rodriguez, Senator Lambert Brown, and Senator Gabriella Morris, to sit jointly with a similar committee appointed by the House of Representatives to consider and report on a bill shortly entitled the Jamaica Teaching Council Act 2022. And Mr. President, I further beg to give notice that at a later stage today, I will ask for suspension of the standing orders to enable me to take this motion.
Thank you, Minister. Questions and answers to questions. Motions that may be made at the commencement of public business requiring notice. Motions relating to the sitting of the Senate. Motions for leave to introduce bills. Presentation of bills without the leave of the Senate first obtained. Public business. Minister.
Mr. President, I now move for suspension of the standing orders to enable me to take the motions notice of which I gave earlier.
Members would have heard the question put by the Minister. Those in favour? Those in favour? Against?
Mr. President, I just wish to thank members for having made themselves available today, having clearly understood the importance and the urgency of the matters before us. We know that the Jamaica Teaching Council Bill is one that has been long awaited, long needed, and has been in a work in progress, literally, for more than 2 decades. And similarly, as urgent, but for different reasons, the Firearms Bill has also requires the urgent eyes of this Parliament. And therefore, having this historic special business sitting on the day of the ceremonial opening of Parliament surely cements in our minds the critical business before us. And it is in that context, Mr. President, that I ask for both motions to be approved. No.
Thank you, Minister. The question was put. Those in favour? Look, I know it's a bit late, but we need to kind of register the vote. Those in favour? Against?
Thank you, Mr. President. It is not intended to do any further business today. I would just simply remind members on the Joint Select Committees that the bills are tabled in the lower house, as that is the place of establishment of the committees. But there are copies available in the back for those who wish to read, as well as those on the committees at this time. But it is not intended to do any further business, Mr. President. Might the Senate be adjourned for a date to be fixed?
Thank you very much, Minister. And I just add my gratitude to the members of the Senate who have made themselves available this afternoon. It's virtually a full turnout, so I'm happy for that. So the question is that the Senate be adjourned for a date to be fixed. Those in favor? Against? This Honourable Senate now stands adjourned for a date to be fixed.